Katie Garden Girl.
Okay, excellent.
And
and that's on Facebook, right?
On Facebook,
okay.
Yes. And really, we love answering your questions. So if you have questions about anything, ask us. Ask
okay,
away.
they're super nice. Just like on television, it's their real personality. Okay, so Katie's back and we're going to talk about that. I love this. This is a butterfly patio tree. So not a butterfly bush. First of all, I love butterfly bushes of any kind because they all attract butterflies, but some of them get like ginormous and they take over your garden and they're falling on the ground. And then sometimes we sell compact butterfly bushes that are still something that's a shrub and you plant it in the ground or put it in a pot. This is an actual beautiful patio tree. So you can see it's got a trunk that branches out into all of these gorgeous, bottle brush shaped blooms. This one's color is called Blaze Pink, and it is a brand new variety for you today. Ooh. Brand new. So 5 payments of $872. Normally, the price on this is going to be closer to $50, which is typical of a really beautiful patio tree. But our price today is around $43, and you also get that 5 easy pay opportunities. So I would definitely consider this. You're getting free shipping as well, and it comes like a pretty darn good sized tree.
It sure does, yeah.
When you first get it out of the box.
And it's a fast grower. So the great thing I love about this is, as you said, some of the butterfly bushes that you may have seen in some gardens, they get to be so big. This is still the same family of that compact variety. So the really fun thing about Cottage Farms has trained it into a tree for you, so it's going to be hard to find somewhere else, but it will always stay this nice compact shape. So it's never going to have one stem growing off this way and one stem growing off the other way. It's always going to have this shape. So if you don't want to prune it and have it be a little bit of more of a wild look, you never actually have to prune it. That's one of the biggest questions I get, especially for trees, is when do I prune it? How do I prune it? This will always keep that shape.
I love this. Is the leaves on this are actually kind of more like a what am I thinking? Lantana.
They look like mint to me too.
Yeah,
and it's scented.
It's different than any other butterfly bush plant you've ever tried.
And again, back to the scent, we talk about butterflies, the scent of this thing, both the foliage here and the flowers have a scent, and so it will be loaded. This is like butterfly candy.
It's kind of citrusy. I really like it.
Yeah.
So what type of and size of pot would you recommend
I would start when you get this at home, as we talked about, opening up your box as soon as you can. If you can't plant it right away, that's fine. These love full sun, this butterfly bush, so I'd take it and put it in a sunny spot.
Okay.
But then I would step up from this container to about a 16-inch container. If you live in a place where you have if it gets to be below 30 degrees, not negative 30, 30 degrees, then and you're keeping this in a container, step it up to that 16-inch container. It will grow. This is probably its second year here, so it is fast. I mean, there's no buds on this one, but it is ready. It's almost got buds on it, and it will be flowering soon for you. I ordered a bunch of these last year, not in the tree and not in this color.
Well, we didn't have it last year.
Yeah,
it's
no.
New. The other thing I want to remind you of too, that this is a perennial, but if it's in a pot, the best thing to do is, again, drag it into your garage.
That's right.
And just water it when you first put it in there, and then just let it sit there over the winter.
Yes.
And then it's not dead, it just goes dormant, and then it'll spring back to life.
It will.
When the weather gets warm and you put it back out in the sun.
Yes.
So this is something that you can keep in a pot, and again, it gets bigger every year because you haven't cut it down, you just let it go to sleep.
And if you do have it in a larger pot, let's say a couple of years after you're 16, you put it in a 20, the mature height of this tree could be 6 to 8 feet tall.
Wow.
So this is a nice big tree. And I mean, we talk about the 8-inch flower spikes. They're enormous. They make great cut flowers. Not only do they look beautiful in the garden, but that honey aroma, when you cut them and bring them inside, they're such an unusual shape. They're so fun.
And butterflies get so mesmerized feeding off of these flower blooms that you can go right up to them with your camera and take a super extreme close-up. They don't even care. They're completely ignoring you. It's such a cool way to get like tons of butterflies in your garden. I remember one summer we had a row of butterfly bushes and they were just like, there was like 50 butterflies on each one. I mean, it's just like you're at a butterfly farm or something.
That's what I was going to say. It's like you're in a conservatory. I mean, the girls my 2 daughters will actually walk up to our pollinator garden where we have most of our butterfly bushes, and the butterflies have landed on them. Yeah. Because there's so many of them. They're flying all around. So it really does make it so much fun. And that's what we want our gardens to be, is alive. We want, all of this life in our garden. And planting a butterfly bush, it's a staple for any pollinator garden that you have. Even if you don't have a pollinator garden, it's just fun, especially that you can put this on your patio, where you could not not have a butterfly bush before because they were too big. Now you have a tree with a sturdy trunk and you have it in a container. I say throw your container on wheels.
Yeah,
So that
that's
way
a
you
good
can
idea.
move it around, you know, if you're entertaining or if you just want to have it where you're having your morning coffee and watching the butterflies.
So this is new, and it's in a variety of color that we usually don't see in butterfly bushes either, which again are usually in pastels, blues and light
right.
purples or
Yes.
light pinks or white. This is a super vivid, bright pop of pink called Blaze Pink, and it's going to be in the shape of a patio tree. You can kind of trim it to stay in this shape if you want, or just kind of let it go a little bit more wild.
But it will keep this nice compact form, and that's what's the great thing about this Blaze Pink, is that it's never going to get out of control. You won't have to worry about how do I care for it. Now it does take our normal fertilizer that we've shown you in the show, the Bud and Flower Booster, which I think is over there behind
right here.
you.
Yep.
Yes. And so particularly we like to talk about container grown plants. When your plants are grown in a container, they don't have the access to the soil around them. So they really especially like to have that fertilizer, those good nutrients.
And honestly, this is pre-measured. The wrapper on it dissolves in the water too. You just put it right into your gallon jug that your milk came in, or a big gallon watering can, and then water these, what, every couple of weeks?
I'd say every 2 weeks, yep. And that will just help keep the vivid color, help them growing strong so they won't, and these will bloom for you nonstop all summer long.
Fantastic. Get a couple of these and have them flanking maybe two of the windows in front of your house or your front porch or the corners of your deck. Absolutely stunning. And again, have them year after year in a pot. Just bring them inside over the winter into the garage. Okay. Still to come, we have salvia in the show, but this is a skyscraper salvia.